Hi, this is Alex Helmbrecht, the Sports Information Director at Chadron State College, and I'm sitting here this morning with Chadron State head football coach Jay Long. The Eagles had another successful road trip, this time securing a thrilling come-from-behind victory at New Mexico Highlands by a final score of 36-33. The Eagles trailed by double digits twice in the game and scored a touchdown with 36 seconds left to secure the victory. However, Highlands had a chance to potentially drive for the game-tying field goal or for a game-winning touchdown, but Cole Montgomery, a redshirt freshman who's just making his second start of his career, picked off the quarterback Emmanuel Lewis's pass to secure the win. Coach, first of all, congratulations. I know a win like this certainly sets a program up for good things in the future, but talk a little bit about what it meant on Saturday.
I think the biggest thing is that it was just awesome to find a way to win. When you look at us and you watch us on film, we didn't play a perfect game. But with that being said, we found a way to come back from behind at the end with 2 minutes left on the clock, and to get that touchdown was just awesome. And when we go back and watch on film, really every play counted in this game. And it was just a huge game, and emotionally, it was just an awesome win for the guys.
Big key was the Eagles' time of possession. Chadron State had the ball for over 36 minutes. New Mexico Highlands, which really has a high-flying offense, their quarterback Emmanuel Lewis entered the game leading Division II with over 407 yards of total offense per game. The Eagles limited the Cowboys just under 24 minutes. So I know that was huge for you guys.
Yeah, when you look at our play ratio, we ran 98 plays and they ran 75, and that was probably the difference in regards to being out there on the field longer and keeping that high-powered offense on the bench. And I thought our defense played very well against that quarterback. When you look at it, I know you're going to talk a little bit later to Kiefer, but Kiefer had 4 sacks, and that was awesome. And when you look at our defensive line as a whole, holding that offense, they just played so well within the scheme, and it allowed when every guy's in the right spot, it keeps that quarterback contained in that pocket. And Kiefer just had a terrific day with getting pressure on him, and J.K. and Kyle Hinton and Zach Zandstrom and Tao, all those guys just did a terrific job up front, containing that quarterback.
Not a typical game for Chadron State and New Mexico Highlands. Both teams usually have very good skill players. It was one of those games, though, where the run defense kind of overshadowed the strong running games. New Mexico Highlands not so much, but Chadron State entered the game with a very strong run offense. It ran for just 79 yards, but John McClain kind of made up for that difference, completing 37 of 65 passes for 381 yards and 4 touchdowns. And really, Coach, just another almost just efficient game from John McClain, which is what you want.
Yeah, it was very efficient. John's just like we would talk every week. He's so intelligent. I think that as far as the school records go, he was one shy from breaking his brother's record, Joe's, on a couple of them. And we've been heckling Joe all morning about not calling a couple run plays when maybe we should have thrown a guy to break his record. But it was like I said, he's a very intelligent quarterback and just makes great decisions. And when you look at it, we did get put one-dimensional, and they stopped our run. And when you look at it, Jordan Campbell and that defense is very good. And we got to see why Jordan Campbell was the preseason defensive player of the year. And he was all over the place. I think he had 19 tackles versus us. And I would say that him alone helped shut down our run, which then opened up our passing game.
Yeah, I tried my best to find passes for John through the game. I went through the stats yesterday. Unfortunately, New Mexico Highlands stat computer didn't do very well in the third quarter of the game, and so since their sports information director, Gavino Archuleta, had a soccer match to stat yesterday, I told him that I would watch the film and go through it, and John McClain was originally credited for 36 pass completions. He's got 37 now. He had a short little shovel pass to Glenn Clinton, so I really tried. I got to take that dig at Joe there. But had a great job distributing the ball. Chapman Ham finished with 10 catches for 105 yards, a touchdown. Glenn Clinton, who only rushed for 43 yards on 15 carries, had a career-high 8 receptions for 66 yards. Nate Ross had another great day, 7 catches for 81 yards. And then Alan Schmaltz, all he does is catch touchdowns and first downs. Had 6 receptions for 78 yards, 2 touchdowns, including the game winner.
When you look at it, Chapman Ham was a guy that I definitely thought had a great day yesterday in regards to playing and being all over the ball, all around the ball. He had to block, he blocked well, and he caught the ball well. Another one was Nate Ross. I don't think really Nate Ross is in there as he had a one-on-one matchup against probably arguably one of the best corners in the league, if not the best corner in the league. And Nate had a great game, and his big play capability is just huge. And he had some short catches and some big catches. And then the other thing is that people don't realize is he gets a lot of pass interferences called against him because he is so fast and defenders have to grab onto him. And he had an outstanding day with that.
Well, I know it was a big win for you. I know you're a firm believer of the 24-hour rule, so I'm sure you're probably already sick of talking about it. But the Eagles are 6-2 overall, more importantly 5-1 in the Rocky Mountain Athletic Conference, and basically sit alone in second place with the tie over New Mexico Highlands from the head-to-head matchup. Colorado State Pueblo, of course, is 6-0 in the conference. You got a big game this week. It's homecoming. Western New Mexico is coming to town, and the Mustangs are currently 4-4 overall, 3-3 in the Rocky Mountain Athletic Conference, and really a much improved team. A few years ago, Western New Mexico was really kind of one of the cellar dwellers from the Rocky Mountain Athletic Conference, but a credit to Coach Adam Clark and his staff. They've really turned that program around, and they're coming off a tough loss to Adams State, 49-28. What do you know about the Mustangs so far, Coach?
I would say they're a very well coached team. When you look at it, they're a team that has I think it's the third year of the head coach being there, or is it 4?
It's his third year.
It's his third year, and you can tell he's getting his guys in there, and they believe in his system. And we got to go out and make sure that we play sound and do what we need to do, and continue to push forward on the goals that we have written down on achieving.
They are a high-flying offense. There's probably going to be a lot of passes thrown. Quarterback Mitch Glassman enters the game completing 187 of 308 passes. It's just over 60%, but for just a shade under 2,500 yards and 24 touchdowns. And he has 3 wide receivers with over 450 yards of passing.
Yeah, our next few games are all like this. The quarterback that throws a lot. We started Black Hills, they throw the ball a ton, and then New Mexico Highlands, they throw the ball a ton, and now we're moving into Western New Mexico, which again likes to really throw that ball. And when you look at it, we'll have a game plan. We want to need to get pressure on that quarterback, and then in our secondary we'll have those guys out there, and they'll do a good job adjusting on the fly.
Well, it's certainly going to be a great atmosphere. It's going to be homecoming. I know some of the guys that you remember playing football with are going to be inducted this weekend into the Chadron State Athletic Hall of Fame. There's going to be a lot of festivities going around, a parade, alumni dinners, all sorts of things. So if you are a fan of Chadron State, this is going to be a good weekend to come back. That game kicks off at 1:30, and best of luck to you, Coach.
Hey, thank you. Appreciate it.